Hey guys, welcome back. I am John, and this is Barb. She is actually going to be filling in for Alton since he is out still having too much fun without us, unfortunately. But we are not doing our normal podcast. Barb, what the heck are we doing here?
We are here today for ThinkFast.
ThinkFast. So basically, we're going to ask a bunch of weird questions, and I'm going to try not to look too stupid and see if I don't embarrass myself. So if you have never seen our normal show, then this is going to be way different from what you would get if you listened to the Deciding Factor. So guys, this is what we call the Deciding Factor Extra.
Bringing you their thoughts on today's news and current events. Coming to you from Austin, Texas, this is the Deciding Factor Extra. With your hosts, ALTON Hill and John HERZOG.
Hi guys, welcome back. We are doing ThinkFast for this segment. I want to thank Barb for helping me put this together. This was just a fun little skit that we wanted to do to kind of break the monotony of our normal show, The Deciding Factor, which is normally about an hour long. These are going to be more like 10, 15-minute segments. We normally will show some kind of news, events, what's going on in the world kind of thing. But we decided to put a skit together, which is called ThinkFast, which is just decision-making at light speed on weird, awkward decisions and questions.
Oh, come on. This is the stuff that actually matters. You know it is. The cosmic questions of the world. You know.
Not totally true, because you've asked me a lot about candy, and I don't understand why, but...
candy is not important to you. We have bigger problems.
I'm just saying there might be more involved in life. So, are you ready for a really awkward question? Okay, I'm going to give it to you.
My favorite kind.
All right. So, what is invisible, but you wish people could see? Sorry, I guess if I read that in a nice fluent sentence, this would be good. What is invisible, but you wish people could see?
Intentions. It's definitely my answer.
Really?
Yes. Basically, like every misunderstanding that you've had in your life, in your, relationships with friends or bosses or spouses, if you actually knew what they were intending, then it wouldn't matter. Don't you ever find that where someone is, or maybe just me, is thinking quantum physics, like they're thinking on this totally deep, but what comes out is dew flows. Right? And so if you knew the intention, if we could see that whether or not someone was actually intending to be hurtful to us or just was being clumsy with their words,
well, then there would be no such thing as manipulation.
Well, you didn't ask me what I'd be okay with doing without.
But imagine if you could see that, then what would politics look like?
We wouldn't have it. Right? You couldn't have politics if we could see intentions. Okay, fine. You're laughing at me. What would yours be?
See, I thought it was something more physical. I didn't know you were going to go feelings on me, but I guess...
Told you these were big cosmic questions.
Well, so I was thinking more physical. So right away, I'm like, I went with something more funny, right? If you were sitting in a pool and you could see somebody peeing in the water next to you, I thought that would be fun as hell.
Why would you want to know that? I'm just saying, would any of us ever swim again if we could
actually... the pool, maybe. But the funny part is then you know that no one's peeing around you, especially if you're like with all your buddies in the pool and you're like, hey, talking right up next to you. And then all of a sudden the water turns blue. You're like, you're a jerk. Thanks.
I don't know. I feel like we've got like flip sides of the same principle here.
Okay, so I have kids and it's like they fart in the car all the time. And I'm like, really? Come on. Who did it? And they all like, no, I didn't do it. And so it's like, if I could see who farted, then I could ground somebody finally.
To me, I have just a firm don't ask, don't tell policy about these things. I don't want to know what you're doing in the pool. And I really don't want to know who did it in the car. It doesn't help me to know. It doesn't make my life better.
Okay. So what about this question? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
In my head, it's just why? But why? Why do we care if a hot dog is a sandwich? Am I allowed to say I don't have brain cells to spend on this?
You asked me about candy and whether M&Ms or Skittles taste the same. So why can't a question about a hot dog being a sandwich? Why does that not sound reasonable at this point?
Listeners, did you know that John does not separate out the colors of his M&Ms? I'm just going to let you process that for a second. Okay. Yes, it's a sandwich. There's bread. There's stuff in the middle. It's a sandwich that got lost on the way to being upright. And is it?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So does that mean that we can justify, like, if we can have breakfast sandwiches, then we could totally eat hot dogs for breakfast and say, no, it's just like it's a breakfast sandwich?
Sure.
I think the principle applies.
Yeah. Let's see. What's our next question? I've completely lost it. How do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza?
I'm generally a fan. Generally a fan of putting weird things on pizza. I think maybe the best pizza I ever had actually had grapes on it. Grapes and prosciutto and goat cheese and herbs that I can't probably name. Man,
you're weirder than I thought you were. Oh,
you're just now noticing. We've been doing this for like a month, and you've just now figured out that maybe there's weird things about me.
Do you put M&Ms on your pizza too?
No, but I'll tell you why. There is a principle behind this, okay? Because I really feel like
you lost all principles with the grapes on the pizza, so
there's a reason. How about that? There's a reason for this. With M&Ms, I can't actually eat sweet stuff unless I have milk with it, like either milk or coffee. It's a rinse down thing. Otherwise, it's not satisfying. It's just too sweet to me.
It's a rinse down thing?
Well, like, okay, like you have to have a certain amount of, this is going to get complicated, isn't it? Okay, you have to have the right ratio of milk to sweetness, or coffee, like black coffee to sweetness. Too much sweet, and it's like, it's not even fun. So no, I wouldn't put M&Ms on a pizza because there's no like satisfying.
I'm all the sweetness you need in your life right now.
Well, if ALTON is the milk, then I don't know why we're doing this episode. No, but seriously, okay, there is my grandfather who's now 90.
The show. Is that what you're saying?
No.
I hope he's not listening to this.
He's hunting. He's off doing fun things. Now, you put M&Ms on granola, sure. You put M&Ms on s'mores, probably.
When I was a kid, as far as the pineapples on pizza, I thought it was the most disgusting thing ever. And then as I've grown up, I'm like, if you do the Hawaiian version, which is the Canadian bacon and the pineapple, I'm all in. Like, I can do that. Now, it's not my favorite, but I can do it. So,
have you ever put pineapple on a pepperoni pizza?
No, I don't know how I'd feel about that one.
The future awaits you, John. I'm just saying. My husband worked in a pizza place for years when we were in college, and that to him was the ideal pizza. It had Canadian bacon, pepperoni, and pineapple.
Okay. Third question for you. What is a secret society that you would like to start?
I would like to start.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a lot of paperwork. Honestly, that's all I can think. Society
we're in the future. You don't need paperwork for all of it.
You don't need paper. Oh, even worse. I'd have to figure out how to use Google. Sheesh.
You do struggle with Google.
I do. You have no idea. Yes, I do struggle. I do. I guess actually, ideally, it would probably be like a secret society that involves introverts sitting at home reading books and eating Lucky Charms. Like maybe we deliver Lucky Charms to each other or something. I can't actually think of like this whole society thing actually makes something in my gut go like, ugh. Just the idea of having to see people or not see people at it. Do secret societies meet for like meetings?
I believe so, because if you think about like George Washington and all that, they had the secret society back then that they were a part of, and they would meet in random places.
Seems like it kills the secret part if you're meeting. Anyway, okay, what would you? Yeah, I am apparently
internet back then or telephones. So
George Washington was so smart. Sheesh. Okay, what would yours be? Because I'm drawing major blanks.
You know, honestly, I had struggled when I first saw this question, but I think ultimately the only secret society I would want to start up is one that wants to support the rights of everyone out there, because I feel like with all the rioting and everything that's been taking place, there's not enough people standing up and saying enough is enough. Let's take all the bad guys out. How extreme I want to go with it, I don't know, but I would like to form like the rights for everyone bandwagon or something. I don't know.
What I was going to say is I think that actually there is a secret society like that. I think they call it militia that are just out there to... There's bad guys. I'll take care of it. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it could go just as badly as the thing that they were trying to fix.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Screw it all. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Okay. Final one for you. You ready?
I hope so.
If animals could talk, which animal would be the rudest?
Gonna have to say the platypus.
The platypus?
It's just the shape of the mouth. It feels like that is a mouth that is just hardcore designed for swearing.
Okay, so we didn't think of any normal animal. You went with the most odd animal that no one will ever see in their lifetime, probably. And
well, you better hope not. It's going to probably chew you out if it sees you.
Okay, so now that I'm composed,
what's yours?
Hold on. I'm now that I'm composed. Why a platypus? What makes you think that a platypus is going to be the most rude animal?
A combination of little man's complex and the shape of his mouth. Like, don't you think platypus and you think, wow, that guy could probably swear a blue streak? Okay, go ahead. What's yours?
Mine's simple, and it's a cat. I mean, come on. If you've ever had a cat, they're a bunch of dicks is all they are. So our cat, she'll sit there and she'll lay down by her bowl, and if she's low on water or just wants fresh water, she'll lay down next to it, look at it, and she's like, change my water. If you don't, guess what she does? She takes her paw and she just flips it all over. She's like, no, you're going to clean it up and you're going to change it. So absolutely a cat. Screw that.
Okay, I can get behind. I can be persuaded on that one. Yeah. They say people don't own cats. Cats own people.
But people don't own platypuses. That's for sure.
Because they're too rude, obviously.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us this episode. I just cannot wrap my head around how you came up with platypus. I'm going to be thinking about this all week now. Barbara,
tune in next time to hear John say that he agrees with me. The platypus is the rudest animal.
Make sure you catch our normal show. It's the Deciding Factor podcast. It airs every Monday morning at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. But don't forget, we do the Deciding Factor Extra like we did today. And we will mix it up so you'll get something strange and weird, especially as long as somebody else we know is on this show. So hopefully Alton will be back soon, and hopefully he'll also bring me some meat. So see y'all soon. Say bye, Barb.
Bye.
This has been another episode of the Deciding Factor Extra, giving you food for thought on real-life issues. Be sure to click, like, and subscribe to this podcast, as well as all your big social media outlets, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Don't forget to check out our website, thedecidingfactorpodcast.com, and give us comments and feedback. Until next time, stay safe and keep an open mind.